Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It's time to stand up in today's The Young and the Restless. YNR, spoilers tease that Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes, will have quite a legal mess to sort out in the weeks ahead. After killing the older stranger, Michael Swan, in the hotel on a business trip, she has felt out of sorts. Mariah distanced herself from Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, as she dealt with the emotional wreckage the murder caused. She doesn't know how to admit the truth to her wife. She entertained the company of a stranger and snapped. She smothered him with a decorative pillow. Now, she's facing legal consequences. Mariah's secret prompts her arrest. Eventually, Mariah's secret will come to light. Someone will remember seeing her with a stranger and want to speak to her. She was the last person to see him alive. Perhaps, at first, they just want to talk to her. It shouldn't take long for Mariah to be the prime suspect. The Young and the Restless spoilers state that Mariah was drunk when the murder occurred. She didn't remember everything at first, but she remembers everything now. Mariah feels guilty and believes she should pay for taking the man's life. It may not be completely Mariah's fault. Ian Ward, Ray Wise, tormented Mariah for a long time. He had just died when she left on the business trip. It's like she was suffering from PTSD and snapped. We still don't know what happened in the hotel room to make her snap. It is also possible that someone else was in the room. Mariah may have blacked that information out. Stranger things have happened on The Young and the Restless. Nick and Sharon rush to save Mariah. When Sharon learns of her daughter's arrest, she will spring into action. She won't believe that her daughter can kill someone in this manner. She will insist something else must have happened. Mariah is a good person. The Young and the Restless spoilers say that Sharon will reach out to Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, to help her daughter. Nick is blown away by the news. He urges Sharon to call Michael Baldwin, Christian LeBlanc, to help them navigate the legal process. Nick tells Sharon they will help Mariah. He doesn't think Mariah could have done this. And even if she did, Nick believes there must be a good reason. They agree to stand by Mariah no matter what, and fight these charges to make sure Mariah comes home to her family. YNR fans, do you think Mariah will go to prison? Please share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. Remember to watch The Young and the Restless, airing weekdays on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. The Young and the Restless. YNR, spoilers tease that Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, and Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, are playing a dangerous game. Will they got caught out as cheaters? They are in Nice, France, for a perfume contest, and are on a fast road to seduction. Among the guests are Damian Kane, Jermaine Rivers, the brother of Audra's beau, Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic. Damian has Nate's back, and if he sees Audra behaving badly, he will surely report back to his brother. Damian and Nate are tight. Nate saved Damian's mom's, Amy Lewis, Valerie Pettiford, life, and he is grateful, plus he feels he owes Nate a debt of gratitude. Nate is back home in GC, and during the French Valkyrie, Audra has practically been throwing herself at Kyle. Damian has both eyes on the slinky minx, and we suspect he will catch her doing something she shouldn't. Audra and Kyle appear tempted and on the verge of giving in to their impulses. How easy would it be for him to whip out his phone and get evidence against Audra? Audra betrays Nate? We don't put anything past Audra, which is why she's so dangerous. She has a deal with Victor Newman, Eric Braden, to ruin Kyle and Claire Newman's Haley Aaron romance, but has she thought about what could happen to her own relationship as a consequence? If Nate and Audra do give in to temptation, they may agree to keep the secret after the fact. But that would be ruined if Damian has evidence of impropriety. Then again, Damian may have bigger fish to fry if he is implicated in an upcoming stabbing. Will Damian prove Audra cheated on Nate? Can you imagine how Audra would react if she arrives back home and find her bags packed and waiting for her at the door? Nate doesn't play, and we think he will not hesitate to dump his beau if she cheats on him. And let's face it, naughty Audra is so much more interesting than nice Audra. Explosive The Young and the Restless spoilers hint that Audra and Kyle may regret their actions in France, and we will bring you the latest updates as they occur. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with The Young and the Restless right now. Come back here often for the hottest Y&R updates, news, and spoilers. Get comfortable and gain access to the best soap and tell on the web. The Young and the Restless fans are upset over the death of Cole Howard, J. Eddie Peck. Fans believe the writers wasted Cole's character by ignoring his history with the legendary characters. Cole Howard had a deep history in GC. Viewers are upset because Cole had history with almost everyone in Genoa City. At one point, Cole thought Victor was his father. He had complex relationships with Nikki, Ashley, and Victoria, Amelia Heinley, so the drama was limitless. For some reason, Cole didn't interact with Victor much. They didn't discuss their past together. Nikki and Cole may as well have been strangers, even though he used to work as her stable hand. The writers had plenty of material to work with, but chose to stick him in a story with just Victoria and Claire. They decided to focus on him being a dad to Claire. Y&R fans felt his character was wasted because he wasn't given a storyline of his own. His only purpose was looking out for Claire. He didn't do much besides react to Claire being his daughter. Once the revelation came out that his Aunt Jordan, ex-Colin Zink, kidnapped Claire and the story wrapped up, he suddenly contracted Legionnaire's disease. After he got the disease, his character died. Eddie Peck didn't get a chance to stretch his acting chops by playing a character suffering from the disease. One viewer felt the writers didn't give them a reason to root for Cole and Victoria getting together. The viewer felt that Cole and Victoria's scenes were better when Heather Tom played the character of Victoria in the 90s. This fan felt there was no tension or drama between Cole and Victoria. Was Eddie Peck a budgetary decision? Other fans believe Eddie Peck was written off the show because of money. A viewer believed that the powers that be couldn't afford to keep Cole and Kane, Billy Flynn, on the show. The fan felt like the writers could have made Cole leave town and bring him back when they had a story for him. He was brought back to the show and wasted. Some fans feel like Cole's death was a plot device to have Claire go over the edge. His death led to more story for Claire. Fans feel like his death was a way to make Claire turn into a villain again. Furious viewers feel that Cole's death occurring just as Kyle, Michael Mueller, breaks her heart is insulting. Cole's death is being used as a prop to give drama to Claire. Y&R fans who remember when Cole's character was important on the show are very furious with the writer's decision to kill off his character. There are French twists galore in Soaps.com's latest Young and Restless spoilers for Monday, July 21st through Friday, July 25th. Not only does Kyle declare it put up or shut up time for Audra, Sharon and Nick find themselves in a tight spot, and Billy pushes Jack so hard that the older Abbott shoves back. Read on for the details on these teasers and more. In Monday's recap, Carter puts Nick and Sharon under house arrest, Billy and Phyllis plot, and Kyle calls Audra's bluff. Restless rant. The shocking truth about the murder mystery revealed is spoiler behind it? Plus, the big question no one has asked Kane. Jack should know by now to expect the unexpected where his half-brother is concerned. But no. He is blindsided by Billy's decision making Diane the previous week. The Young and the Restless saw someone stabbing and killing Damien. Chance began investigating the case, while the others grappled with the fact that a murderer was on the loose. To add to it, the murder weapon was found in Nick's sleeping car, making him a suspect, with suspicions on an all-time high and fear rife in the air. Everyone is connecting the dots and making assumptions about how it happened. Here's what fans can expect from the July 21st, 2025 episode of The Young and the Restless when they tune in to CBS to watch the hit daytime drama. The first episode of the week features Jack being blindsided by Billy's decision-making. The brothers have had their rough patches, but lately, they've been getting along well. Jack even invested in Abbott Communications for his younger brother. But now he has found out Billy's true intentions. Jack was surprised to discover that Billy was still after Chancellor and had no plans to give it up. He couldn't believe Billy was not over this obsession of his and did not consult him before deciding this. In addition, Billy did not even inform Jack about his ambitious plans. And now, it looks like Jack is about to be blindsided by Billy once again. Is this about Chancellor Industries once again? Or is the decision-making about something else instead? Is Billy going to cut Jack off as the financier of Abbott Communications? Is she eyeing Kane as the new one instead? How will Jack react to his younger brother's abrupt decision? On the other hand, Phyllis protects her interests. She wants Kane to fund her own startup or get her entry on his team. Despite rejections, she is not backing down and will do what it takes to make it happen. How far will she go? And what interests is she protecting this time around? Is she making a big mistake, or will this turn out to be a smart move? And last but not least, Kyle calls Audra's bluff. She was flirting with him in an attempt to get him to slip, so she could break his and Claire's relationship, just like Victor wants. Has Kyle figured the plan out? Is he aware of Audra and Victor's deal to separate him from Claire? Audra and Kyle kissed, and were about to take things further. But was this Kyle's plan all along? Was he testing Audra? Keep watching The Young and the Restless for more Young and Restless spoilers. Why do Phyllis and Billy join forces? July 21st, 2025. By Saurav Chakraborty. With things getting messier by the day on Young and the Restless, it seems there is a new twist in the Kane saga as Phyllis and Billy are joining hands. But why are they deciding to work together, and why would they help out Kane in the process? Here is a breakdown of their respective motives in forming a new team. Why do Billy and Phyllis team up in The Young and the Restless? Kane has been in a compromising position for a while now. He was found with Damien's dead body. But it seems that even if he did kill his romantic rival, there are many willing to help him get out of this mess. The prime among them has been Phyllis. The spoilers for the July 21st, 2025 episode of Young and the Restless hint that Phyllis will step in to clear Kane's name, but she will not be alone in her quest. In the upcoming episode, Billy will also leave Jack's side after a strong disagreement. Jack will think that Billy is teaming up with Kane, but he will instead approach Phyllis. The two will plan to work together. What they want from this alliance is completely different. However, they both will agree that freeing Kane is the first logical step forward for them. Phyllis wants a steady job, while Billy wants to control Chancellor. The unlikely partners, hence, will embark on a mission to clear Kane of suspicion and later achieve their own goals. This, along with the other spoilers from the upcoming episode, hints that many twists are awaiting Young and Restless fans. Things have indeed been very dramatic since the time Kane entered the picture, but it seems more prominent developments are on the way. Young and Restless theory explains how Damien could be alive. July 20th, 2025. By Saurav Chakraborty. Damien was stabbed to death in the previous week of Young and Restless, suspiciously, with only Kane around. The world of The Young and the Restless is never short of shocking alliances, and the latest team-up between Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, and Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, has fans buzzing. These two fiery personalities have a long history of clashing, but recent spoilers suggest they're putting their differences aside, at least temporarily, to work toward a common goal. But why would Phyllis, the queen of schemes, and Billy, the reformed troublemaker, join forces? Let's break down the reasons behind this unexpected partnership and what it means for Genoa City. 1. A shared enemy. Diane Jenkins. One of the biggest factors driving Phyllis and Billy together is their mutual disdain for Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters. Diane's return to Genoa City has stirred up old wounds, and both Phyllis and Billy have personal reasons to want her gone. Phyllis's vendetta. Diane's history with Phyllis is filled with betrayal, from stealing Jack Abbott away to allegedly faking her own death. Phyllis has never fully recovered from Diane's manipulations, and now that Diane is back and thriving, Phyllis is desperate to take her down. Billy's distrust. Billy has never trusted Diane, especially after her past schemes nearly destroyed the Abbott family. With Diane now married to Jack, Peter Bergman, and influencing the Abbott dynasty, Billy sees her as a threat to both his family and Jabot. By working together, Phyllis and Billy can pool their resources to expose Diane's secrets and weaken her position in Genoa City. 2. Business ambitions, taking down Stark and protecting Jabot. Recent spoilers reveal that Phyllis and Billy may also be teaming up for business reasons. With Jordan, Colleen Zenk, out of the picture, a new villain, possibly Alan Loron, Christopher Cousins, could be making moves against the Abbotts and Newman Enterprises. Billy's Jabot concerns. If Stark or another rival threatens Jabot's stability, Billy may need unconventional allies to protect his family's legacy. Phyllis, with her connections and cunning, could be a valuable asset. Phyllis's need for power. After losing the Grand Phoenix and facing setbacks in her career, Phyllis is looking for a way back into the business world. Aligning with Billy could give her the leverage she needs to regain influence. Their partnership might involve corporate espionage, blackmail, or even a hostile takeover. Anything to outmaneuver their enemies. 3. Romantic tension. Will old flames reignite? Phyllis and Billy have a complicated romantic history. While their past fling was short-lived, the chemistry between them has always been undeniable. Now that both are single, Billy's relationship with Chelsea, Melissa Claire Egan, is strained, and Phyllis is no longer with Nick, Joshua Morrow. Could sparks fly again? A rekindled affair? Working closely together might lead to a rekindling of their passion, especially if they bond over their shared mission, manipulation, or genuine feelings. Phyllis has been known to use romance as a weapon, so fans are left wondering if she's playing Billy or if there's real emotion involved. Either way, their dynamic will add another layer of drama to Genoa City. 4. Phyllis's desperation. She needs an ally. Phyllis has been isolated since her fake death scheme blew up in her face. With Summer, Allison Lanier, still keeping her at arm's length, and Daniel, Michael Graziadei, wary of her antics, she's running out of allies. Billy as a last resort. Billy may not be her first choice, but he's one of the few people in town willing to take risks. Mutual benefit. Billy gets Phyllis's strategic mind, while she gets his resources and Abbott family connections. 5. Billy's dark side resurfacing. Billy has worked hard to move past his reckless behavior, but teaming up with Phyllis could drag him back into old habits. Will he regret it? If their plan backfires, Billy could lose Chelsea's trust and damage his standing with the Abbotts. A slippery slope. Once Billy starts scheming again, will he be able to stop? What's next for Phyllis and Billy? This unlikely alliance is bound to create chaos in Genoa City. Here's what fans can expect. Explosive revelations. Their scheme could expose long-buried secrets, possibly involving Diane, Jack, or even Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott. Betrayal looms. Will one of them double-cross the other? Phyllis isn't known for loyalty, and Billy might have his own agenda. Romantic fallout. If they do rekindle their romance, how will Chelsea, Daniel, and Summer react?